Here we have a new 2026 Chevrolet Tahoe. This one comes in the RST trim level, two-wheel drive model. This color is Summit White. And then we do have jet black leather with Victory red accents. The powertrain consists of a 5.3-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine that's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And really like how this one is loaded out, specifically with this one also having the comfort package. As we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights and LED fog lights. The lights don't dance like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up, but love the RST trim, all gloss black, black emblem. It looks sick. Now, as we come around to the wheels here, also a nice touch. These are gonna be 22-inch aluminum wheels. Again, black accents. You even have the black trim around the windows. It's just, it's a nice looking vehicle. Passive keyless entry on all four doors. And then to the door panel here, power door lock controls, memory seat functions. We have one touch up and down windows for the front, express down for the back, power folding side mirrors with blind spot monitors, and then our rear window lock right there. Bose sound system, drive modes, electronic parking brake, auto stop, self parking, etc. Headlamp controls. Then we do get a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel, hood release, and they're the all-weather mats, side pocket. And then we do have our power driver's seat with two-way power lumbar support here. Again, really like the seats on this one in particular. But a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Tahoe today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so we're gonna see how I fit sitting behind myself, make sure the seat's all the way back. So pretty good space back here. You get a seat back pocket on both seats, which is nice. Rear AC controls, automatic, fan speed, temperature, 3-stage heated outboard seats, and then 2 USB-C chargers, 3-prong household plug-in there. Your bottle holders. There's a view of the front from back here. And then with this one having the panoramic sunroof, that's what the sunshade looks like when it's all the way retracted. And there's a look at the third row from the second row here. You get a USB-C port and a bottle holder on either side in the third row. You can see the LED lights, and then you also have the AC vents that are in the roof liner there. Pretty sturdy hanger hook if you want to hang a shirt or pair of pants, maybe even both. Well, let's make our way towards the back. Fuel filler. And then as we come to the back of the vehicle, love the quad tip exhaust, LED tail lamps, and that's just a nice look from the back. Tow receiver is covered behind this. There's your spare tire, exhaust from underneath there. And then we do get a power lift gate. And then even though this isn't a Suburban, still pretty good space behind the third row if you want to put a few bags or something like that. Top tethers are integrated on the back of all 5 of the seats. Get a 3-prong household plug-in here, and then you can power release the second row and then power fold the third row here. So just to give you a look compared to when the third row is up to when it's down, there you have it. And I'll show you this too. I'll just release the second row as well. So that's how it folds compared to when the third row is up. And then again, you can power fold the third row up, but then you have to manually put up the second row. And then pretty easy to just snap this back into place. You can slide it there, hit this twice, and then you can actually tumble it forward for easier access to and from the third row. And then your lower anchors poke out right there. And then front passenger seat, we do get power with 2-way power lumbar support. And side pocket here, lockable glove compartment down below. And then to the window sticker, you all can pause anywhere you need to take a closer look at anything. But sticker on this one is 76,319. And then as we come back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. But there's that 5.3 liter V8 mostly covered up. Now before we hop in the driver's seat, I'm just gonna show off the blinkers. Let's go ahead and hop in. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. We put this in gear before it shuts off. Okay, it's good. Now over here to the Google Assistant system, you can use the Google Assistant there. We can check out our vehicle status here. You can click on maintenance, or if you want to click on the actual animation to the side here, you can see the air filter life, tire pressure monitors, etc. And then you do have your cameras here, so you get a front camera, backup camera, curbside views for the front and back. And then your settings, your vehicle settings include team driver, rear seat reminder, buckle to drive. And then down to your system settings, you can change your language or units of measurement right in here. And then with the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, you can connect your phones and then use that through the screen. AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, Auto Park Assist, and then your climate controls are here. So you have dual zone for the front, and then you have the automatic one in the back. You have buttons and knobs for a few of the features up front, but this is the full-on climate menu, and then you have a little strip down here where you can use the heated seats and then adjust a few of the climates, the more important climate controls there. And then in your controls, you can activate your electronic child safety locks, the camera, the auto park assist, the rear automatic braking if you want to toggle that. And then you have your garage door transmitter if you want to set that up too. You also have a new thing called recording, so you can hook in, I think, a USB drive, and then you can actually record the interior there. Hazards are here. Wireless charging pad, you get a USB-A, USB-C port, bottle holders. And then we do have the center console cubby space with a removable tray. You get another USB Duo there. And then as that sunshade retracts, there's a one-touch slide there. Goes all the way back. Then you can close it the same way. And one of my favorite things about these sunroofs is you can actually close the sunshade while you're closing the glass, which a lot of vehicles don't do these days. That, or they'll let you, then it stops halfway. So I love that this one doesn't do any of that. But those are all the controls: sunroof, lift gate, third row, LED lights, OnStar's up there. And then you do have the vanity mirror here. And then back to the steering wheel, left side stalk, blinkers, intermittent wipers, rear wipers, fluid for the front, fluid for the back, and then your high beams. Shifters on the right stalk, so hit the brake, pull for neutral, pulling up for reverse, pulling down for drive. While in drive, you can activate the low mode, and then use these paddle shifters behind the steering wheel to go through those gears. You can see where you are with a limiter in that bottom right-hand corner, and then you just press that in for park. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can go through our track list or radio station presets. Behind on the right side, we can toggle volume up and down there. And then we do have adaptive cruise, so we can turn that on here, hold this to go between the adaptive and the regular, vice versa. And then when the adaptive cruise is on, we can use this to toggle that, the gap for that, and then it's also for the forward collision alert as well. Set your speed there. Right side of the steering wheel, voice recognition. This activates your audio source. You can scroll through those, and then you can mute,
official Simon,
Bluetooth, heated steering wheel, and then this goes through the gauge faces in the actual cluster there. Push button start. Finally, here is the key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 Tahoe RST out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Tahoe here, the RST with the 5.3 has pretty good pickup coming out of a stop. Relatively thirsty, it's a V8, but it gets the job done in a lot of ways depending on what you're needing, whether it's acceleration, hauling capacity, or towing capacity. Now with this quad tip exhaust, it just sounds a lot beefier, a lot more, especially at an idle, it just sounds tough. And I really like that about these in particular, whether it's the Tahoe or the Suburban, but getting that quad tip exhaust is a big plus for me at least. Now I'm gonna slow myself down, give myself a little bit of space. Let's give it a pull here. Here we go. So pulls very nicely, as I would expect. Now I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Tahoe today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But sound acoustics in here are pretty good. Very quiet in here. Smooth ride. It's just, it's what you'd expect from a Tahoe. And for it to be a large vehicle, relatively easy to maneuver overall. But I like the RST, it feels luxurious, it feels nice. The visibility on the Tahoes overall is pretty good. You can see the hood, but it slopes down so nicely. It doesn't feel as big, again, as you might think when you're driving it down the road. Now in terms of what you get for the money, it's pretty expensive. It's a Tahoe, so it's about what I would expect, but still, it's not cheap for one of these. Be expecting to pay $1,200 to $1,500 a month depending on your term, your interest rate, and that's without any negative equity. But I really like how nice the vehicle is, how capable the vehicle is. And for a V8, you know, the thirst isn't that bad, specifically with it being a two-wheel drive model. If you're not ever going to be off-road, highly recommend doing that over a four-wheel drive, or if you don't have to deal with snow or anything like that. But it's always nice to have the four-wheel drive. Me personally, I probably would never use it. But this is one of those things where if you tow or you haul, or if you just want a big SUV, this is the way to do it here. It looks fantastic. That's why Chevy came up with the RST trim, whether it's in the Silverado and the Tahoe Suburban. It's a showstopper, it really is. It's one of those things you see and you're like, man, that thing is nice. And it's just a nice look. Very refined look, sophisticated, but it's still one of those that kind of makes you do a double take when you're looking at one, because it doesn't look stock even though it is. But if you're comparing this to an Expedition or like a Wagoneer or something like that, I don't think you'll be disappointed comparing this to those, even the Sequoia. I like the Tahoe. It's one of my favorites in the segment for the V8 and just for the overall usability, the looks as well. Now you get an option to get a hybrid with the iForce Max and the Sequoias, and then of course you have a few other powertrains, the twin turbo V6 and the Expedition. But I like this one. It's tried and true. It's been around the longest. It's not the most fuel efficient, but I wouldn't say it's the thirstiest either, just depending on what you're looking at, what you're trying to do with the vehicle. But it's even in the RST trim, the Tahoes always feel very luxurious no matter what trim you're in, and that's what I like about GM's large SUV variant. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Chevrolet Tahoe RST.